Hey guys, welcome to All Things AR, and today's the first episode of a three-part series called Code With Me. Today we will be building a weather app in Flask, and today I will be starting with the basics and getting the weather. So basically, Flask is a Python framework or library that helps make your Python code easier to read, and you don't have to actually type that much either. Remember to subscribe to All Things AR and really smash that like button because it takes a lot of effort to produce good quality videos for you guys. So thank you so much, and let's get on with this. Hey guys, now we're going to start the coding. So for this, I'm going to be using the code editor Visual Studio Code. Really good code editor. But you don't have to use it. You can use any other code editor for this. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to open a folder. And in here, let's make a new folder called Code With Me. Yeah. Let's create. Okay, so now we have our folder. Here we go. So now what we're going to do is first we need to create a Python file, obviously, because we're using Python. Then what we're going to do is in here, to make sure that we can add HTML files to it, we're going to add templates as a folder. And then inside templates, we're going to add a new file called index.html. Okay. Now first, we're going to come into index, and I have this normal starting template. And then you can name the title whatever you want. I'm going to name it Weather App. So just to be clear, for this, what I'm going to do is we're going to use an API called Open Weather API. And using that, there's going to be a link, and then using that, we're going to fire an API call, and then we can get our data. So in this first episode, what we're going to do is we're just going to make sure that the API call works, and we're not going to do like our user can add a city just yet, but that'll be in the next parts. So for now, let's just get started. Add an H1 normal weather, let's say like that. Then we can add a form for later purposes, if you want your user to be able to add something. Then what we can do is in here in the form, input type text, name city name, and then we'll add a button. Submit, and then we can maybe we can have the thing add city in it. Okay, so now we're done with the form for now, and then what we're going to do now is we're going to add a div here. This is just going to be a random. So h2, let's say Las Vegas, and then we'll have a p tag, and what in that p tag, what we're going to have is. So for this, we're going to have the temperature. So I'm just going to write it like this. This is just a template that I'm going to put up here. Then we're going to have a description. Okay. And then this is going to be the city name. Okay. So this is what we're going to do for now. Then we're going to save the file. Then go to app.py. And now we're going to start. Our Flask stuff. So first, we're gonna import Flask, right? Sorry, my bad. From Flask, import Flask. Then for this, we're also gonna need. This is not a Flask thing, but this is a different. This is just built into Python. It's called requests. That's what we're gonna use. And then we are going to, and we're going to initialize the Flask app. So, underscore name underscore is just a thing that Flask has. So yeah. And then after that, normally how we do it, this is a good practice. You don't have to do this. Usually I do it secret key. This secret key is to make sure that the cookies and the data that you're storing in local storage stays private and nobody can see it. So you can just put in something something random. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna put my secret super key. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up our page. So my bad, sorry. Do that. And then just yeah, like that. And then we're gonna add a function. Sorry. Okay, and then for now we're just gonna return. Oh, I forgot to import. So here what we want to import is also render template. So we can render the HTML page to the to online. So we're going to put render template and then index.html, just like that. And now what we can do is you just need to type in this code. Let me show you. The underscore name thing that we used before. You're going to put it like this, an if statement. So that's a string. It's making sure that it's a main. So it's usually just main unless you're using multiple Python files. For this we're not going to be doing that, but yeah. And then what we're going to do is app.run and then debug equal to true. So just in case there's any errors, we can stop it there and debug it. And we're going to do that. And then what we're going to do is now what we're going to do is so we're going to go back to our code, and what we're going to do is so this, you might have to log in on OpenWeather API. I didn't have to. It's just an online API key that I used, but sometimes people do have to log in. So what we're going to do is in here, we're going to have this link right here. And what this is the API. So this is where we're going to send our stuff, okay? For now, since we're not messing with like the user adding a city yet, I'm just going to put in a hard code city. So Las Vegas, let's say. And then what's going to happen is we're going to go requests, what we used up here, requests.get. And then request.get, right? Request.get, we're going to put in request.get URL, so URL, that, dot format. So then these curly braces, that's what it means by format, and then we're going to put in city, just like that, okay? Then what we're going to do is, so since we formatted it, right? Now we need to get it in JSON. That's what we need to do. So we just do .json, just like that. And now I'm just going to serve this in response. And then what we can do is go here and we'll send a response equal to response, right? And then okay, let's go run it here. We're gonna rerun it here. Okay. So now we don't know if it sent it or not, correct? So what we want to do is check terminal here. So what we want to do is we're going to come over here, and now this is a really cool thing in Flask. You can type Python code in an HTML file. That's really cool. So what we're going to go here is to make sure that we actually sent it. We're going to just type in a print statement here, do print res, and then we are. So let me show you how I did that right here. So what I did is right here in HTML, we just do print res, just like that. You can put it anywhere, but I like to put it before the div where I want it to print. And then what we're going to do is we are going to go to our weather app. and rerun it. Okay, here we go. So now here's our print, right? It looks really bad, obviously. And then what we're going to do is right here. So as you can see, if we check right here, it shows us everything we need, right? So what we want to do is we want to get the temperature and the description, okay? So as you can see, the description is already given. It's right here, as you can see, right? And then the description is already given, and the temperature is also given right here, okay? So how we're going to get it from there is if we just look at this right here. Yeah. So how we're going to get it is, let me show you in the code here. How we're going to get it. Yes, you're right. So it's going to be just like this. Let me show you. So for the city name, we obviously already have it. So what we can do is we can just send the city name, actually. So what we can do is the city equal to city. We're also sending the city. This will change when we add it. When we add where the user can add it, but that'll be in future parts, as I told you. And then what we can do here, just put in city, just like that. Now we need to take a look at the temperature, right? So the temperature is in decimals, right? So you can round it using the built-in function in Python called round, but you don't have to do that, okay? So I'm going to round it because I like rounding, but you don't have to. So what we're going to do is, since we sent res, we're going to go here, just like this. Go res, main, and take the temp, just like this. And I'm going to round it right here, like that. And then the description, right? The description was also somewhere there, right? So what the description is, so it is just like this. So it's going to be res weather. For now 0, or else we would loop through it, right? And then description. Okay. And then there's also this thing that they give you called an icon. You don't have to use that, but I like using it, so I'm gonna do that, img. And how it's gonna work is they also give you like an icon code. And how you use that code is in your they have a link that they give you, okay? And then you can use the link, right? So you can put it right there, just like, whoops, sorry. My bad. Right, okay, there we go. And then we can just put weather.icon. That won't work, right? But that's from their website. And then what we can do is we can do res. So this will be again looped over, but we can do res weather 0. Not in quotes, my bad. Icon, just like that. So actually, we will need it in quotes, but not the 0, right? So, just like that. Yeah, just like that. Awesome. So now it should work. So now why don't we run it? Yeah, so let's just save this file here. And, we are going to run it right here. Oh, undefined error. Round is undefined. Oh, that's okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to check terminal. Here is terminal. So as you can see, it shows us the error here. So it says line 19 in top level template code. So in our template, we used round, but round is not defined. That's what it's saying. So what we need to do is, right here, when we use round, we need it to be percent, just like that. And then I think it should work. I think it should work now. Let's see, I don't know. Okay, let's rerun it. Unexpected, oh. That's weird. Okay. Okay, for now, let's just not round it for now. But we will round it in the future, maybe in other parts after we're done with the base. So let's go back and rerun this, right? List object has no attribute 0. So we're going to go into here, go to Visual Studio Code. And then it says it has no attribute 0, obviously, because it's a number. I messed that up. And then we're going to go back here. Okay, here we go. So here it is, right? And then we can go back to code. Go back here, then we can get rid of the print. We don't need that anymore. My bad. Don't need this anymore. And yeah, so that is it for today's episode, and hopefully you really liked doing this with me, and thank you so much. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you really enjoyed this video. Part 2 will be coming soon. So this video, just for a recap, we started working on the Open Weather Map API. We connected it, and now we can see the Las Vegas weather. In the next one, we're going to be adding a database to it, so the user can add some cities, and then we can store them in the database. And then in the last part, we will be working on how to delete some of the cities. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and there are many more parts to come. So keep watching, stay tuned. Once again, subscribe to All Things AR, smash that like button, and comment down in the description if you want more coding videos like this. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.